Ravel Morrison is in the Jamaica squad. He's got 4 starts and 2 subs in World Cup qualifying with 1 assist, but a 7.48 average rating. So even though he's not had a ton of attacking returns, he must be playing well. Unexpected. He's also with Derby County in the game. He signed in December, so the whole Ado Den Haag thing didn't really pan out. Wonder why? If you haven't seen the series, go take a look. Yeah, we did a whole series. Ravel was in it very shortly. All right, my friends, we're back. We're back. Let's go. Taking on Costa Rica at home. We are playing a 5 in the back system. Maybe we'll get to see what Aaron Long, who's playing the wide center back in this role, or is it McKenzie? Well, I guess I could show the tactic to you now, couldn't I? This is also episode 8. Thanks for playing. Thanks for coming. McKenzie, Robinson, Long, Horvath, Anthony Robinson, Reggie Cannon, Adams, Busio, Pulisic, De La Fuente, Sibachu. And McKenzie is in the wide center back role. If you're enjoying this series, let me just say this at the beginning. Go back and hit the like button on this one and all the other ones. The goal this year is to get to 10,000 subscribers. That link's over there. We're sitting about 6,030, something like that. So ways to go. Thanks. Let's freaking do it. So this is going to be more of a highlight show, as you do. Cancel. There we go. Let's see what we come up with. Keylor Navas still in between the sticks. Pulisic plays it all the way back to Ethan Horvath. We're playing balanced. This is not counterattacking. This is control balanced. We don't need the win. They desperately need the win, so I don't want to play positive, and let's just see how it goes. But kind of see how some of the positioning lines up here. There's Robinson, the center back. There's McKenzie. That's our wide center back. See how high up he is? Now, I like Anthony Robinson to be a little bit further up. Maybe we put him on attack here. De La Fuente, can you pick on a man? Cannon! Oh, good block. Fair play. All right, changed it. So I've got Cannon on defend, Robinson on attack to see if that helps space that out with the support from the wide center back. Kind of play with some things here as we go along. Busio, over. Lovely stuff. That was a free header. I mean, that was kind of poor, to be honest with you, for Costa Rica. Quite poor. He just waltzed right into the box now, didn't he? Different angle from behind the goal. I mean, to be fair, they did have a man there, but what are these two guys doing? What are those two guys doing? All right, throw in. Conrad picks it up. Reggie Cannon slings it in. Christian Pulisic off the top of the bar, I believe. 1 extra minute before halftime. It's 1-0 at the half. Domination. 67% possession on a 1.45 expected goal. 12 shots, 5 on target. Playing lovely. It is fun to kind of just play around with like these different formations and see what might work in World Cup, because like if you got a game where you really want to control possession, obviously playing 5 at the back and slowing it down a little bit and passing around might make sense. Robinson all day long, like, where is the closing down? Goodness me, he could have waltzed in. That was insane. What happened defensively? This is not the game that Costa Rica wants, okay? It's 2v1. Was this Manchester United defending? Goodness gracious. Making 3 subs to get some tired and important players off. Robinson, Pulisic, and Adams coming off. Replaced by Sam Vines with his 9th cap. Yunus Musa is going to take over the ball-winning midfielder. And Brendan Aronson, who is not match sharp, is going to come take the inverted now winger, not forward, on the left-hand side. Just to try and get it, some time into his legs. Savvy and Balogun are our last subs. Again, we're just trying to get minutes into the legs of these guys. Obviously, I'd love if there was something, like dynamics-wise where like their familiarity would go up, but I just don't think that's part of the international game. It doesn't show, you never get the green lines showing up on the tactics screen to say like, oh, this player and this player play well together. It's like you just never get that. So in narrative land, that makes sense, but in this case, it hath not mattered. It's 2-0. Get in. Let's go beat Jamaica. Correction, 3rd place Jamaica, because Mexico beats Honduras. Jamaica draws with Panama, but because we beat Costa Rica, they actually fall out of that playoff spot. A massive game. Do they play each other? Let's find out who plays each other in the last game. Costa Rica play Mexico. Not the game you want if you're trying to get in. Meanwhile, Panama play Haiti. You've got to think that Costa Rica will lose that game and Panama will draw or win and be in. What an interesting last little weekend here. Again, the top 3 have already qualified, so it doesn't really matter for the rest of us. We line up like this against Jamaica. We're going back to the tiki-taka just to try it out. I'm tempted to go back to the 5 in the back, to be honest with you. But Joe Scally is the debutant today. Everyone else has already played. We have no one else to cap tie. So we bring in Haji right, Tim Weah on the left, Reyna and Aronson on the right. Just again, trying to get them some match time in their legs. Acosta and McKinney holding down the midfield. George Bello, John Brooks, CCV, Scally, and Zach Steffen returns. Alrighty, the press asked about revenge, and I used revenge in my team talk. This is kind of a dead rubber, right? Like, look at they got Damari Gray, that's a recognizable name, but like, Andre Blake in between the 6, but Michael Antonio's not playing. Like, they've rotated, it looks like, here a little bit. The game kind of doesn't really matter, but, you know, bragging rights, as you do. Like to finish the World Cup qualifying the Ocho, you know, with a win. We would, even as results stay the same, because Costa Rica currently beating Mexico. My goodness, that would be quite the event if that actually stayed put, because then Costa Rica would be through, I believe. Oh, no. It depends on what happens in the other game. Not a single highlight. Wow. Some of the team talk stuff is different in halftime. I said, like, we're not going to win if we don't shoot. And that demotivated Gio Reyna, apparently, even though he's on a 6.7. So maybe he's like, mate, we haven't been put in 2 positions to shoot. But John Brooks says, fine, you're not going to use your feet. I'll use my big old noggin, and I'll bang it in. Nice job, son. Thank you very much. Could we finish top of the group today? That's not something I was expecting to be saying by any means. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, I suppose. But it's nice to dream. George Bello pings it in. Haji right takes. Oh, mate, it's the finishing, isn't it? That's why he's a deep lying forward. He's supposed to hold up the ball and pass to someone else that can shoot. Hasn't really worked out. Joe Scally's on a 6.4. He's a little nervous as a debutante. I like the word debutante. Can you tell? I think I've used it a bunch of the last 2 episodes, including this one. Okay, the highlight continues. Weston McKennie just waltzed over and just took that. He's like, nah, that's mine. My ball. Give to me. We're gonna take Scally off. Hey man, you got your debut. Go on. I want Serginho Dest to have a good game. He is yet to have a really good game in FM22, not in reality, in a U.S. men's national team shirt. So we'll bring him on as the sub here. Aronson again. Not Matt Sharp, but he can ping in a corner. That's the second one. Haji Wright said, stop talking about my feet and my shooting. I'll just head it in as well. 2-0. 2-0. Get in. We just had a lovely third goal that I'm going to show you. Is brought deep here and then chipped. And then we had with 3-headed goals, I think. 3. Weston McKennie. Watch this. Dest. Good pass into Reyna. Runs off his man and then doinks. And then Tim Weah. I thought Tim Weah had jumped a little early. Hath not mattered. 3 headers, 3 goals. Oh. Immediate highlight afterwards. What's going to happen here? Anybody? Boy, we're playing well. I was like, you know, we've messed around a lot. We've gone tiki-taka this time. Let's see what happens. But even with the rotation with the likes of Acosta, Bello, CCV, right? Scally came in and got his debut. 2 match sharp player or match unsharp players. That was one of them. That was Brennan Aronson, by the way. We've done really well. Andre Gray. I thought it was Damari Gray. It's Andre. Wrong Gray. Yeah, they scored 3-1. Gonna switch it up, bring in James Sands. James Sands. If you don't know who James Sands is, he plays for NYCFC. They also, at one point, wanted like stupid money for him, or maybe that was a club save I was messing around with. But 2.2 to 6.6 million. Has 7 caps for the U.S. Not bad. Acosta, Musa, and Reyna slides out wide. Again, we're just trying to see the game up, boys and girls. We take the victory 3-1. Panama beats Haiti. They are through. Costa Rica, even though they were ahead in the 14th minute, end up drawing. It wouldn't have mattered because they still would have been a point behind Panama. There are your 4 teams that have a chance. 3 of them are going to the World Cup. Panama has a chance through the playoff. My goodness. Also, we're top of the group. Yeah, that happened. I'm going to leave it there, my friends. I think next episode we can arrange some friendlies. I'm not going to do that next episode, but I'm going to get that knocked out. We've qualified for the World Cup. I'll probably take us to where it shows the group that we're in, and then kind of do like an update on the injured players, who we can and cannot call in. Now that we've cap tied some players, now it's like, okay, we're not going to be able to bring 46 players to the World Cup unless FM is broken all the way through, and we'll see who we should actually pick. That'll be coming to you next. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Let's get to 10K. We'll see you then.